Ruthless Politics episode
Seven.
Number seven. It seems like we're going so hard in the paint, like Charles Barkley and Karl Malone, if you know who those two people are. They were dinosaurs that played basketball. But, yeah, we're going hard in the paint with this. We're going up talking about the guns, talking about NRA. We're talking about the shootings. We're talking about Dayton, talking about El Paso. We're talking about Connor Betts.
Here's something I'd like to pose to you. Okay, so you know that we just had these two shootings, and we've talked a lot about the debates. Beto O'Rourke was fading fast. Now, all of a sudden, this guy drives to El Paso, Beto's backyard, commits this shooting. Beto hops on a plane, flies down to El Paso, and he starts basically giving it to Trump. Hey, your bullshit rhetoric is causing
It's called
this.
an opportunist.
Yeah, and, well, that's okay. Politics a lot
It's
is
a
based on
opportunist.
opportunities sometimes,
He's
right?
doing it.
So he's making the most of his
He must
opportunity.
be so happy this
But
happened.
here's my question to you. Is this enough to get him into the next debate?
No.
And is this enough to get him, say, deeper in? How big of a boost does he get off this?
Well, we're going to find out real quick because I looked today at the Real Clear Politics poll, and this is their average of everything. So Biden 32% holding pretty steady there, 32.3. Bernie Sanders 16.7, a half of Biden. Warren 14%, Harris 10%. All this is held very steady even after the second debates. Buttigieg 5.5, Beto 3. He is in the next threshold for the debates.
So he's crossed over for the debates. It seems to me that no one's going to be able to beat Biden, guys. I mean, he is double Bernie, and even more than that with Warren. And I think most of us really like Warren a lot, and I think everybody's, fond of Bernie. But, I mean, Biden has been – he's been attacked, folks. He's been attacked hard in these debates, and he is still running strong numbers.
Just so you know, and I never use Vox as a reference point, but this came up and I was able to find it. So
Vox is becoming a popular site lately.
I've had to give Vox, they're very, very, very popular, very popular. Here's where it stands for this next debate so you understand because the threshold changes. Where it changes is you now need 2% polling in 4 national DNC-approved polls, DNC-approved, and you need at least 130,000 unique donors. And here's the caveat, though. Even $1, as long as you have 130,000 unique donors. But they have to come from at least 400 unique donors in 20 or more states. Now, before you say anything, take that in again. You can't just have the big amount of donors, your popular vote. Hear me out, your popular vote. But you have to have them come, so they can't be loaded all from California. You have to have 400 unique donors in 20 states, kind of like the Electoral College.
At your first...
Just so you know, why are they doing that, the DNC, making it like the Electoral College?
Has to keep putting more and more rules on to try to make it more fair. And then after the last debacle at the DNC,
you see what
they
they're
had
doing,
to
right?
try to clean it up. But here's the thing. I think at first glance, you think to yourself, you're like, oh, wow, that's a pretty diverse cross-section. The DNC has done a good job there. And they probably have compared to the Republicans who probably have no requirements. But here's the interesting thing about it.
Of course
what
not.
I'm willing to bet, knowing what I know about business is politics, is there's a service out there that you probably just pay and they get that done for you. They go to the different states. They make sure you hit your numbers, provided you have enough of a name to get it done and you have the money in your organization.
But isn't it interesting that they did that?
There's
like
probably somebody that does that for
just
you.
like the Electoral College that the Democrats are trying to do away with. So they're saying, well, you can't just have 130 unique individually. They got to come from 20 states. It's got to be fair. Interesting.
Well, this is going to be the highlight for
so
Dems
weird?
Because what you're going to be left with now in this middle set of debates is really just a top tier candidates. You have Pete, who's a great speaker.
Right.
You have Beto, who's a good speaker. You have Harris, who has a lot of experience and is a minority. You have Warren, who has all the plans in the world. And then you've got Biden, right? So you have a really great set of Democratic debates coming up. And I hope that the Democrats can capitalize on these debates and really start to, get some headway going into this election.
If you are excited about that, here's what you're going to find out. First of all, the debates are going to go from 20 people to about 10. So here's your threshold, just so you know. Not only do you have to get the 2%, you got to get the 130,000 unique donors. Here's who's qualified for that, and it's your big names. So right now, if the debates were tomorrow, you would only have 7 people in them, and they are Biden, Booker, Buttigieg, Kamala Harris, Beto O'Rourke did make the threshold, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren. So there's your big names. Now, here's who's looking in and where they stand. 2 candidates have only met the donor requirement, Julian Castro and Andrew Yang. One candidate has met the polling requirement. That's Amy Klobuchar. So you have 3 candidates that are just one of the things away.
Klobuchar was on the news, and she said she's going to make it. So she has some
She
sort
probably
of
will.
data internally that says that she's going to make it.
The 15 candidates that do not have either requirement and may really find themselves out are Bennett, Bullock, de Blasio, Delaney, Tulsi Gabbard, Kirsten Gillibrand, Mike Gravel. I didn't even know he was a part of this. Hickenlooper, Inslee, Messam, Moulton, Ryan, Steyer, and
Felicia.
And Marianne Williamson. God bless your heart.
The only 2 that I care about on there are Marianne Williamson and Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi because she's good, and Marianne because she's an idiot. I love those 2.
Well, we want to see them still in the debates, right? I mean, we like to enjoy what they have to say.
I do like those, and they're both pretty, so there's no downside there. The thing about these debates, I think, that's really going to be interesting, folks, is what we've been talking about all show. I think that the Democrats are going to turn the corner here on this debate and forget about attacking Obama, forget about attacking each other, and they're going to come hard out the gate on guns. This next debate is going to be guns, guns, guns. That's what I think.
Now, that's a good point. I'm sure if it's up to whoever's hosting that debate, they better ask those questions.
You know Beto's going to bring it up. That's
them.
his new calling card, right? He's going to be guns all the way through the election. As long as he's in the game, guns is his
It's up
new
to
card.
what they ask. So, yeah, if it's going to be led in that direction, and I'm sure it will, because they have to play this up. Again, where's Jeffrey Epstein? For fuck's sake. I'm so sorry, but I curse on this show. When do we get an Epstein update?
The conspiracy theorists will say that the shootings are the cover for getting Epstein out the back door.
Of course it is. Yeah. No, but you know what's going to get interesting? How many days? What's the over-under? I'm a gambling man. What's the over-under on how many days we talk about the shootings before the next event completely pushes them off where nobody cares anymore?
You mean the next shooting or the just next big story?
No, the next big story. How many days?
The next big story is already in the hopper. Tomorrow or the next day.
Right. It's
that
soon.
Because the news is already tired of paying their reporters on remote, so they're looking for the next story as we speak.
Fiscal responsibility.
Yeah, that's going on as we speak. And
how about that he said that?
In the modern day news cycle,
pay your reporters to be in El Paso. Yeah. They're dead. All right, they're dead. Yeah. Bring it home. Get the
20
van.
dead.
Bring it
you
home.
get about 48 hours with the van in the streets and get back home.
No, but it's shameful on all our parts. This is a horrendous.
Well, think about it. You got to pay all those newscasters, hotel rooms, all that stuff.
They got to go
You're
somewhere.
only going to get so much coverage.
You got to send them somewhere.
Plus,
they're going somewhere.
Plus, they'll still get Beto down there. He'll still call in from the iPhone and do their interviews.
Beto,
you know.
And the thing about Beto that I'm getting tired of is his whole. He's so stop already, dude. Stand there and talk. You know, maybe you need a little Joe Biden to rub off on you and bring it down a little bit.
He doesn't have a leadership gesture.
No.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Obama wasn't all over the place.
No, Obama did. Maybe he needs to work with a body coach.
It's just the hand, right, with the thumb.
You know, like how they do for pageant people.
Nobody's telling this guy. No, he's so rambunctious because he's a child.
I'm rambunctious.
Like a man-child.
If you're too all over the place, people take you less seriously. You want to be a little bit stoic.
Trump makes faces, but he's not like a wildly.
No, Trump looks like all the politicians from history.
Right.
You know, the big old white guy standing there in the long suit. I challenge you to find a photo of Trump where he's not in a suit. You know, say what he wants.
Absolutely
he
right.
knows how to look the part. He understands
only on
media.
the golf course.
Yeah,
but you're
on
right.
the golf
You'll
course
never
or
see
playing
it.
tennis, and he'll be in all whites or something.
Right.
But you'll never catch him in his "I Love Vermont" T-shirt and his Nike shorts.
Never seen. Listen,
the man is uncomfortable. Maybe that's why he's so
we have
grumpy.
to make a challenge. We have to make a challenge, and someone's going to Photoshop and make this up anyways because there's deep fakes and you can't trust anything. Where is the Trump T-shirt or at the beach outfit?
Where's the Trump Adidas suit?
Yeah, there is none. This guy is not wearing a Puma jumpsuit or a Kangol or anything like that.
Wouldn't you love to see his closet? Do you think when he goes home, he's like, "Oh, Melania, I'm home, thank God," and he throws on his college shorts. And
I want to know what this guy's bumming around.
Does he do that? No way. I think he just he's in his boxers with his hosiery socks still,
yes.
and it's undershirt. He's like Tony Soprano at home. He's either
yes.
it's his
still
suit in the street or the
Mr.
underwear's
Rogers.
at home.
It's still Mr. Rogers. It's not even comfortable, but for you, it's considered your comfort outfit.
Yeah,
that's great. We do have to do an online challenge. If you can find a casual Trump post picture or send it to us or post it on or anywhere.
Yeah, we'll mention
us.
It on the air next
Facebook.
time if we can find casual Trump.
Yeah, that should be a hashtag, casual Trump.
Casual Trump. There is no casual Trump. He should run on that. He should run on that. I've been working the whole time. I dare America to find a picture of me resting.
Right. You will never see me in a T-shirt ever. I can tell you this, and this is a fact, and we can go out on this note. Again, episode number 7, Ruthless Politics, Space Coast Podcast Studio. We had guests today. Sad news, but let's go out on this note, a happy note. You have seen more pictures of aliens. We have more proof of aliens than we do of Trump in a T-shirt.
Oh, that's true, dude. You know me. I'm a big fan of Aliens and Bob Lazar and all that shit, dude. They've got stuff down at Area 54. I'm telling you, man. They've got
51.
51. That's it. Yeah, 54
Studio
was
54.
the studio. It was a nightclub. They've got stuff down at Area 51
Actually,
for
Area
sure.
54 is in Area 51.
I was watching the Joe Rogan Bob
Their
Lazar thing.
nightclub.
I'll say this real quick. And he says that they've got 6 alien spaceships down there. And he says one of them was from an archaeological dig. So it was here before, like
Right.
back in the day. And then they dug it up. So wrap your head around
there's
that
no
one.
doubt. Wrap your head around that, folks. The aliens are real. There's ancient aliens. I think they made the pyramids. Personally, I don't see how people were able to do it.
Do you think do you think the aliens have gun control?
No.
Like, can you just walk around with a laser?
They have laser
just
control.
Shoot up people at alien Walmart.
And guess
How's
what?
that work?
Even the NRA in alien world is the biggest lobbyist.
Yeah.
It's
Interplanetary NRA.
It's the NLA,
Interplanetary
National
Lobbyism.
Yeah, National Laser Association. On that note, I'm gonna give money tomorrow to the NLA.
Oh, you're horrible.
Yes.